Hey guys, Adrian here for 2pg.com, your great source for two-player and multiplayer games online where you can have fun, socialize, and brag, get achievements and ranks. And today we're taking a look at Simon. More specifically, Simon Says, a very game that's been around for quite a while, but what's so special about this is bringing a game like Simon Says, that's a game that you may have played as a kid, and taking it to online. That's what makes it so special. So you basically, it's made into toys, made into products, and this is a game that you can play solely online by yourself. It's a one-player game. So the objective of the game is to do essentially what Simon Says. You follow the pattern of lights and sounds for as long as you can, if you can. It's a really fun kind of memorization game, and if you can follow orders, that sort of thing. So you hit play here, and you hear the sound. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down just a bit here. You can see it. You have your menu in the bottom left, and you just jump back here. And right off the bat, it will play you a tone here and a color. So in this case, it was just blue, so I tapped blue, and you can see my score is 1. In this case, it went blue, yellow, so blue, yellow. So it starts out basic, but then you'll see it starts to ramp up here. So it starts to have more than a couple rather than one or two. It goes into various patterns here. So in this case, it's starting to go around. And the more you get it, the better your score is here. So you can see here my score is increasing because I'm memorizing the pattern here. And a tip is it kind of builds off what the last pattern was for the most part. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. For the most part, it builds off of what you just played. Not always. You can see there I missed it there. But for the most part, that's one of my favorite tips. And you can see here, once you mess up, it kind of differentiates. So it's not always the same pattern. You can see here, it's different every time. Even if you mess up, it starts out the same and then it kind of goes into a different pattern here. So sometimes it'll be just blue, sometimes it'll be blue, blue, red, yellow. It's a really simple control interface with these 4 colors, but it gets really complicated. And again, the whole basis is if you can follow along the pattern here, and you can see I completely forgot what the pattern. Okay, I think I got that right. So it really is, again, you can listen to the tones, you listen to you see the color. It's all about visual and kind of hearing it out here. If there's any tips, really, it's just to really pay attention. Play close attention, recognize the patterns if there is any, and try and work off of that. And again, it's just kind of like that blue, blue, yellow, whatever it may be. You got to work off of that. And your score is in the bottom right, which will represent how far you get unless you mess up. So see how high you can get, see how far you can get, and see how much you can follow along if you can, and how far you can go, because as you get farther and farther, it gradually gets really, really difficult. If you can memorize these long kind of color patterns from blue, yellow, red, green, all over. Again, sometimes it's multiple, sometimes it's yellow, yellow, blue, blue, red, red, that sort of thing. So it really is fun. It's a new spin to that whole Simon Says game, bringing it to an online experience that you can play by yourself. And if you're a fan of Simon Says, you can have all the fun right here over at 2PG. So this is Simon Says over here at 2PG.com.